Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final part of episode 38 and the last part before NLW Havoc. Up next, in fact it's going to be our main event later tonight, it's a World Heavyweight title Iron Man contract signing. AJ Styles defends the world title against CM Punk at Havoc, and tonight they sign the contract for that historic world title match that is also going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match at Havoc. And speaking of Havoc, there is going to be another contest at Havoc that is going to be just as chaotic, and that pits Jeff Hardy against the Eater of Worlds Bray Wyatt. Wyatt has been stalking the charismatic Enigma as of late, most notably last week at our Extreme Reunion special, where Hardy was met with a very creepy Christmas gift from Bray Wyatt. Wyatt gave Hardy a gift, and inside was wrapped up his own head. His own, I don't know what, I'm just relaying the information to you. I don't understand why. Obviously he's playing mind games, he's playing some head games, obviously. No pun intended, but Jeff Hardy is ready for action here to try and take his mind off Wyatt, but before that we've got to get that overzealous fan out of the ring. Why he keeps showing up to events, I don't know, but Hardy nevertheless ready for action, and oh no. Well, I was about to say he was ready for action, but now we know what this is. Oh, and there he is. And it's Bray Wyatt. And Wyatt wasn't content with leaving Hardy alone until their match at Havoc. He had to make himself appear here tonight, and the lights have gone out again after that Sister Abigail, and what the hell's going on? It's pitch black in this arena, I can't see a damn thing. What is Wyatt going on? What's going inside his head? Oh my god. How the hell did he get up there? Wyatt, he's just like a dead animal there, hanging from the Titantron. What in the hell is Wyatt's thinking here? Wyatt hanging Hardy up from the Titantron, duct taped like a dead animal, and now Wyatt has sent a major message before their match at Havoc. This is truly a spectacle to behold. This is why they call it the grand stage. This is huge. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! He has finally fulfilled his destiny after months of hard work. Get ready for something you have never seen before.
The biggest wrestlers.
Oh my god, did you see that? What the hell are we witnessing?
The biggest matches.
Sting versus Undertaker, match of the century.
The biggest moments.
Styles wins Money in the Bank. Triple H is our new world champion.
This is Wrestlemania.
And it's not long to go into Wrestlemania now. All we've got to wait for is Havoc. And at Havoc, there's going to be a match up for the NLW Hardcore Championship. And the man about to make his way to the ring is going to be challenging for it. This man, the Viper Randy Orton, we know his character, we know the sinister things he's done in NLW, but he has taken it to a whole new level. First of all, he injures Batista at the Royal Rumble, and fans are eager to see him back in an NLW ring, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure how likely that is with the injuries he sustained. However, Randy Orton has really gotten insanely jealous of the fact that the Sandman is a champion and Randy Orton has yet to hold an NLW title. And at Havoc he can change that by winning the Hardcore Championship from the Sandman. However, last week at Extreme Reunion, Randy Orton injured the shoulder of Sandman further by crushing it within a steel chair. And if I'm Akio, I'm going to be worried about having this matchup right now, especially in the state of mind that Randy Orton is in now. Nevertheless, here he is about to make his way to the ring. I wouldn't be looking so happy knowing I have to face the Viper here. Still Randy Orton in the ring, and he's just eager for competition. That's the fact of the matter. And now you can see Randy Orton wasting no time. A massive punch to Akio already, and now choking him out in the corner and rubbing his face, but there's a kick to try and gain some separation. Akio now, and there you see the scoop slam already from Randy Orton, but a kick out by Akio. And now Randy Orton, look at this. Vicious kicks, and all he sees at the moment is the Sandman. because he wants that hardcore title and he wants to win it at Havoc when he faces the Sandman. Oh my! And that knee right to the back of the head of Akio. And now you can see Randy Orton getting frustrated, but now, my goodness, what a kick to the face, and now that kidney being worked on, and now another clothesline just stops his momentum dead on. And Akio not really getting what I think he'd hoped for here tonight at the moment, but oh my. Orton going for that punt, you can see him. That is sadistic, but Akio trying to create some separation with that punch and slap. And now goes after him, but the RKO out of nowhere. And this matchup is over already. Akio tried for some high-flying move, but Randy Orton had it insanely well scouted and hit that RKO for the victory. And is this going to be the sight we see at Havoc when Randy Orton has to face the Sandman for the hardcore title? He injured the Sandman's shoulder a few weeks ago and may have seriously injured Akio with that RKO there. We'll take a look back at this. Randy Orton, the sadistic side of him, wanted to hit the punt kick. However, Akio managed to get out of it, but couldn't get out of that RKO from out of nowhere, and then the 1-2-3 for the victory. And oh my, oh no, now he's got that steel chair again, and oh look at this, for God's sake, he's got it wrapped around the arm of Akio, and he wants to do the exact same thing he did last week to the Sandman. He wants to send a message and break Akio's arm. But here comes the hardcore champion. Sandman in to save him, and Randy Orton hightails out of the ring. Randy Orton was dead set on breaking the shoulder and tearing his shoulder off the bone of Akio with that steel chair, just like he tried to do to the Sandman last week. And you can see that the Sandman has still got that arm taped up, and it's obvious that he's not going to be 100% heading into Havoc, and that has got to be a major advantage for Randy Orton. However, Orton doesn't know what he has to do to defeat the Sandman yet. All he's done is injure him from behind, but it's for the hardcore title at Havoc, Sandman versus Orton. And also at Havoc, there's going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match for the world title. It's a historic event, and it is going to be capped off by this matchup. However, the contract signing between AJ and CM Punk, it happens live up next. And this is the final episode before Havoc, and it is coming your way live 1 week from today, January 9th. And Havoc is already shaping up to be a historic card, and the last stop on the road to WrestleMania. It's going to have a couple bumps on it, including this one. We saw earlier tonight how Finlay decimated Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks. However, it could be a different story in tag team action when it's Finlay and Regal challenging the Young Bucks, their first challenge for the NLW Tag Team Championships. And this one for the X Division title, Rob Van Dam, the ECW original, is going one-on-one with Austin Aries. Aries is the only ever champion of the X Division in NLW history, but Van Dam hopes to change that when he goes one-on-one with Aries at Havoc. And this one, we saw earlier how Hardy was hung up by his ankles from the rafters, and Wyatt was just cackling with laughter. Will he be laughing at Havoc, or will Hardy get his revenge? That happens at Havoc, but also a matchup pitting two rivals against each other. We saw the Sandman earlier tonight helping Akio against Randy Orton. However, Randy Orton is an animal, and he will stop at nothing to win that hardcore title from the Sandman. He's jealous of the fact that he's a champion and Randy Orton is not, but an unbeaten run is at stake when Finn Balor takes on Kurt Angle. Finn Balor, the Demon, makes his one-on-one debut, and in his debut, he could very well end the unbeaten run of Kurt Angle. However, Angle earlier tonight seemed too confident, to be honest with you. However, somebody who's not really confident is R-Truth. He has to put his Intercontinental title on the line against Kane in a buried alive match per orders of the board of directors. Will R-Truth win via some sneaky shenanigans, or will Kane win the IC Gold? And this one, it's only the second time ever we're having an Elimination Chamber matchup. 3-on-3, the NWO, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash and Seth Rollins takes on The Undertaker, Triple H and Sting. Will the NWO prevail, or will the Resistance overthrow them? And it's the main event, it's for the world title. 30 minutes, only one man can leave. The man with the most pinfalls or submissions and decisions even will leave as world champion. It's an Iron Man match between AJ Styles and CM Punk. And the match for that historic event is going to be officially signed Right now you see the contract in the ring and the 2 seats for the 2 men who will do battle for the world title.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Iron Man contract signing for the 30-minute Iron Man match for the World Heavyweight Championship at Havoc. First of all, let me introduce the champion, the phenomenal one, former Mr. Money in the Bank and current reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles.
Well, since August, this man has been the reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion. He cashed in Money in the Bank several months ago, and since then, he has defeated Sting at the Royal Rumble, and has also irked a couple people off the wrong way, if you get what I mean. And now the World Champion has possibly his biggest challenge when he has to defend that title for the first time ever in a 30-minute Iron Man match here in NLW. We have never had a match like it here in this company, and there's a reason why. It's grueling, it takes you to the limit, and that is precisely what it has been designed to do, to find a true winner between Styles and CM Punk. And Styles is in the ring with his world title, but is this going to be the last episode we see him as world champion?
And now, of course, the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, the man who, in my opinion, is damn lucky to be getting this opportunity at Havoc. He likes to call himself the best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger for the world title, CM Punk.
Well, the commissioner obviously not happy about introducing this guy. After all, CM Punk was the one who signed the open contract under the noses of the NWO. Stole it from Shawn Michaels. It could have potentially been Shawn Michaels in this situation. However, thanks to Triple H, obviously that's not going to happen. And now that Elimination Chamber match is going to happen as well. But right now, this is about the world title, this is about the Iron Man match. And CM Punk is no stranger to big fights. He's faced Sting before for the world title, and was unlucky not to win those. In fact, it was after a match between Sting and CM Punk in a 2 out of 3 falls contest, where AJ Styles actually decided to cash in. So CM Punk feels that he is entitled to this match, and in fairness, that's probably the case. But right now, they are face to face in the same ring, and the contract is about to be signed.
Well, gentlemen, you're both in the ring. How about we sign this contract and make this match official?
And it is a very unnerving atmosphere here as Styles signs the contract. And Punk, he's meant to do the same, but he's just looking at the commissioner here.
Well, as lovely as this all is, I find it a tad bit unnecessary. Your word is gospel. You've already made the match. I'm a little confused. Why are we here? Did you add a stipulation to the contract that says you can just change your mind about the match again whenever you get cold feet? You did not catch me off guard. Trust me. Nothing you do catches me off guard. Nothing that happens in this place, no matter how bad the decisions are, ever catches me off guard anymore. I don't want the new you. The new you sucks. I want the old you. I want things to be different. I want things to be better. I want things to be so much better, not just for me, but for everybody. I am dying for a change. We are dying for a change. Well, unlike you, I'm not trying to step on anybody. I'm certainly not trying to be a martyr. But if you see me as a martyr, then maybe, just maybe, there's a lot of weight to what I say. Maybe I'm saying the right things. And you talk about half these people tuning in and liking what they see, and the other half not liking what they see. I want everybody to like what they see. I want everybody to tune in and enjoy this. I want this to be fun again. All right? And if you think I'm being selfish because I want to be the man, well, you're right. I'm not going to say I'm doing this for everybody. I'm doing this for me, absolutely, because before I was a wrestler, I was a fan. And at my core, I'm still a fan. I'm a fan of this, and I will do what I can and what I know will make this place better, will make this place fun again. You know, I thought maybe, since me and you, yeah, we are a lot alike, I thought maybe we wanted the same things. I thought we were on the same page. We wanted the same goals. But it turns out you're egotistical. You're vindictive. It's the same old thing I've seen before. I mean, you hire your old buddies to do your dirty work because you can't get your hands dirty. If I have to be the catalyst of change, if that catalyst of change comes from going through you, then so be it. Frankly, I think it's been a long time coming. Me and you have never liked each other. Just do me the favor. Don't fine me, don't suspend me after I kick your ass.
Well, strong words from the challenger. And CM Punk officially signs the contract to make this Iron Man match official. And now they're both out of their seats, and I don't like the looks of this. AJ now getting right in the face of CM Punk. The world title's on the line. But it's not happening tonight. And oh my! And there you go, that slap. And now he's just set off this. And he deserves this, quite frankly. CM Punk pummeling away at AJ, and now the brawl has erupted. But AJ collides with him in the corner with that boot. Right to the side of the head, that swinging kick. That roundhouse. And now AJ is on that table. And Punk is on the top rope. And the elbow right through the table. And CM Punk leaves his mark here tonight. The contract has been signed. The match is now official. The main event of Havoc is for the world title. For the first time ever, it's a 30-minute Iron Man match. It's the man who can get the most decisions within 30 minutes. They become the world champion. Is AJ going to find a way to retain? Or are we going to have a brand new champion heading into WrestleMania? It happens live at Havoc. CM Punk versus AJ Styles, and I cannot wait for this one.